Welcome guys to sandwich number 5. Today we're gonna talk about some functions with some strings. So this is a question as usual. Read it, try to solve it. Now you're in a position that you can solve such questions. Okay guys, why I'm saying this? Because the exam is after 2 days maybe. So do your best to solve this question and then after that come back and check the solution. Okay guys, so let's read the question now again together. So write a function called mass, this is the name of the function, that takes a phrase. So when I define the function, it should have like an input parameter which is a phrase as input and then returns. So we don't have print by the end of the program, we're not going to print, we're going to return a copy of the phrase where each character that is one of the last 8 consonants of English alphabetic to be capitalized. So if in the phrase, in the text that in the string that I'm passing, I have these letters, one of these letters is going to be capitalized. And if I have a blank space, it's going to be replaced by a dash. For the rest of the characters, I will do nothing, okay? And this is just an example. So let's start solving this example together. So here I'm gonna define a function, and as you can see, it says that use a for loop and use a while loop. So define is called mass, and it's gonna take a string. So let's say it's gonna take a phrase, okay, any string. And now we start. We will have a new phrase. That's our new phrase. And initially, this new phrase is empty phrase. And now what do? I need to loop. So for, let's say, ch in the phrase that I have sent. If it's in the phrase, I want to check two things. Okay, the first thing that I want to check whether it's one of these characters or not. So I'm going to say if ch in one of these characters. What are these characters? These are st, r, st, v, blah, blah, blah. So these are the characters here. I'm going to put them here. So if it's one of these characters, what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to add it to the new phrase, but these characters, the character that is equal to these things is going to be, so a plus equal, you know something, let me write it as, without shortcut, let me write it as this is, so you understand what I'm saying more. So plus ch dot upper. So capitalize this one here if ch is one of these. What is the other condition? If ch is what? Is a space. So ch equal to a space. So I'm going to put space here. If it's equal to space, what do I do to this one? I have this one here, but I replace the space. So I add to this one, instead of adding the ch dot upper, this time I'm going to add what? A dash. Okay, so I'm going to add to dash. So I'm going to replace this by a dash. Okay, if this is not the case, it's not one of these and it's not a space, it means else. I'm going to copy the character as it is and I will not change it. So all what I need to do is to do something like this. So I'm adding ch to the phrase that I have without actually doing anything. When I'm done, all what I need to do is to return what? The new phrase. New underscore phrase. This is the function. This is the function. Okay, I save it and I run it. When I run this, so let me run it. Now I have a function called ms. Let me go here, escape, and let me go and try this. So let me copy this from here to here and let me try it. So remember, because I run my program, so I have a function called mass now. I guess I have called it mass. Yes, where is it? It's here. Yes, I have called it mass. Okay, so let me now go and run this one. And as you can see, when I run it, it's gonna check for each character. If this character is one of these characters, then it's gonna replace it by capital. So as you can see, what do I have? SS. Can you see SS here? Because random access, I have SS, and S is one of these characters, so that's why it has been converted into capital letter here. any space is going to be converted into dashes. Okay, the rest of the characters is going to stay as they are. So this is the first function and using a for loop. As you can see, it says that use a while loop. So the while loop is very similar to this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and directly define. I'm going to call it mass underscore version 1, let's say. And it's going to take a phrase. And what I'm going to do now, I need to use the indexes. So we know that. I'm going to do the same thing. A new phrase, let's say, is equal to an empty. And then after that, I'm going to say index. So I will start from the first character, index equals 0. And while index is less than what? The length of the phrase. So the length of the phrase, what do I do every time? I need to do this if condition. But now if phrase index, so if phrase index, okay, in, and the same thing, let me copy this one here. So if the phrase index is one of these, what do I do in this case? I will say phrase index, but here I need to put, instead of this one, so let me put it like this, and the plus, so the same thing, but ch here is the character itself. Index here is the number. I need the character at that index, so I'm going to put new phrase equal new phrase plus, and here what do I put? Phrase. You see this phrase? Phrase at index. So it means add to this phrase, add to it the character at that index that you are in now. But I don't want you to add the character as it is. I want you to make it upper first. Okay, so this is the first if. What is the second one? The second one is also elif. And ch, I don't have ch, I don't have the character, I have the index. And then what do? I go to the phrase and get that characters at that index. So what do I say here? A new phrase, okay, at that index that I'm in now, if that phrase is equal to what? Is equal to a space. In this case, what do? I convert it into what, guys? Into dash. Okay, so here we go. I know that you know this, so I'm gonna put it like this here. Else, what do I do in this case? Else, all what I need to do is to add this as it is without changing the character at that index, and that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna put a new phrase equal. As you can see, the only changing thing here is ch is the actual character. Here I have the index of that character. I need to put phrase in order to get to that character. One more thing, because I have a while loop, I need to do what? I need index plus equal 1. I need to add the index to loop over the whole elements. And finally, I need to return, that's what I'll say, return a new underscore phrase. Okay, now let me run this program again and see whether I have any mistakes. So as you can see, it ran perfectly. The mess we have tried and it gave us the answer that we expected. So let me put here underscore version 1. So this is, now I'm testing the other function and see whether it's going to give me, it says that string index out of range, where else if a new phrase index equal. So let me check, where is it? So index less than length of the phrase, index equals 0. If it says, where is it? A new phrase equal to, else if new phrase index equal. Why is giving me here like this? So guys, the error in this line, as you can see, I have said else if a new phrase index. Actually, I'm not checking the new phrase, I'm checking the phrase, and that's why I need to get rid of this one here, and that's it. So condition, I'm checking the phrase, if a phrase, else if a phrase, else. So that's now it should work. So let me try it now, and as you can see now, let's see this one here. Hopefully it's gonna work, and it's working fine. Okay, so this answer is the same as this answer. Good luck, guys. I will record another one for you. Bye, guys. Bye.